Hello and welcome back to the Technomancer.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
So yes, now are you the judge? Yes, you're Simon Judge.
Find your boy?
Yes, I sure did. He's in a safe place now. He's recovering. Being isolated as much as
The joys of trying to deprogram someone.
It'll take time, I'm sure, for him to be back to his former self. Until then, I will find a way to turn the assembly against Victor. Let him try to get another law passed. It'll be like hitting a mountain.
Much appreciated.
No, Zachariah. It is I who am indebted to you. Not just for what you have done for my family, but for Abundance, who deserves better than this tyrant.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Excellent. That should gain us even more support. Talk to our erstwhile ally over there, but I'm going to go over here and get the cold weather gear sorted first. Wrong time to come running over, mate. Oh, that guy's actually down. Strike. And down they go. Okay, so we needed to go here with you two.
Holy shit. Feels like it's been forever since I was back in my shed.
We were back here earlier.
Now, where do we start our search?
No idea. I was hoping you'd point the way.
I hope I'll be able to help you find what you're looking for. But if I were you, I wouldn't expect too much from my memories. They're rather...
Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination.
Okay, so we're gonna have to find that combination. The joys of anything that requires searching for stuff. Oh, for God's sake. Wouldn't be if I had Amelia with me, if I had Nisha with me, but oh well. I can't get that way. So it feels like it's probably in that one with the combination lock on it, which I can't open because I need a bloody combination. Because of course I do. Can I talk to them?
Your old friend Mark apparently made drawings that diagrammed how he improved his rover. They gotta be around here somewhere. He ever talk to you about them?
No, I don't believe it was some time ago, though. But I do recall his rover undergoing massive changes at some point.
Yes.
Vaguely, like a fuzzy, hazy dream.
Where did he used to put his valuables?
Oh, Zachariah, I'm not sure he had valuables.
Yes, okay, so do we know what the combination is?
Valuable with memories, perhaps? Those things he put in a locker, I believe, if I recall correctly.
You ever look inside that locker, Amelia?
No, No. It had a big lock with a code on it. Never knew how to get in, and after a while, I just forgot about it. Also felt like going through his stuff was kind of acknowledging he was never coming back.
Maybe I can break it open.
Nope.
Do you remember where he'd put his tools and drawings?
Mark was private and protective of his stuff. Didn't like people nosing around. And since he always had people visiting his shed, he would take things, tools and things, into his bedroom when they came. I always found it curious why someone would want to sleep with a screwdriver. But to each his own.
Yep.
Right. Well, maybe they're still in there. I'll head back and check the shed. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and find something.
Well, yes, it is a very large shed.
Yes. So it's obviously in this locker. Good check.
Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination.
I know you didn't know him that well, and it was a real long time.
Try her birthday or something like that.
I'm trying, Zach. I'm doing my best.
Try to find the lock's code.
What else was important to your dad, other than his family?
He was a reacher, so traveling in his rover. I remember that rover. Remember one time we wrote this little mantra he had on the dashboard.
Did it have some sort of serial number?
I don't know, it was so... something about time and exploration. Something about every soul being too short to explore all of Mars, but how each soul still brings a new discovery. Or something like that.
Well, a soul's a Martian day. That's 24 hours, 39 minutes, 35 seconds. Worth a try?
Is that right?
All right, I'm gonna start.
I genuinely have no idea how long the length of the Martian day is.
Lead the way.
It being that close is pretty impressive. Hey.
Worked. Locker's open. Just needed to enter the duration of a soul. All for a single key. Not a damn clue what it even goes to.
Let's have a look at this crate.
Amelia, there was a map of the shed with his tools.
Weird. It's not even close to the same shape. Like it was bigger back then. I don't remember any construction being done on it, though.
Hidden
I
area?
always just remember it how it is now.
Perhaps, and I am just, might Mark not have built a secret room in a corner of the shed? One in which he might have hid some more sensitive work, or...
Poor Scott is definitely not all there, is he?
I don't remember him having a favorite food or... anything, actually.
That's where your mind goes? A secret room for secret food? Now you've officially fucking lost it.
Who doesn't have a secret stash
When
of
all likely
food?
things are ruled out, the only other options are the unlikely. Got nothing to lose by at least poking around to see. Who knows? May even find this secret room.
Okay. So we have a key, which will presumably open said secret room. But got to figure out where the hell it is. Which probably isn't going to be... Aha!
This drawing's hiding some sort of slot.
Maybe it's a lock?
Stick the key in.
Mark was quite the jester. He had the audacity, built a secret room in one of the army's sheds and hid a lock in one of his doodles. Oh, what a bold man. He was always the cooler one.
Right, use the key. And we're into a top secret. Well, it's not that secret, but
His
we have his
notes are pretty
plans.
detailed about this icebreaker. He even lists all the materials needed to build it. I should be able to find them. Oh, and there's a drawing of the whole
This
rover.
requires running up to the bleeding
That's
exchange
perfect.
again.
I can retrofit the front of my rover and just attach the icebreaker right to it.
That brings something to mind. Should we not perhaps insulate the machine as well? Considering the horrifically low temperature
Yeah, we'll cope with the
conditions
clothing.
at home.
Yeah, probably why he added a special coating to the shell. Some kind of light, flexible plate, if I'm reading the notes right. Doesn't say the exact material he used, though.
Marvelous.
Says how he attached it, but not what it's made of.
It calls to mind the abandoned dome. All those boxes of insulation.
Oh god, are we gonna have to go back to that bloody dome?
Perhaps we could... consideration at the least.
Yeah, that's... my dad's drawing. I could probably adapt him to the rover's frame. Why the hell were all those boxes there anyway?
God
It's where
knows.
the people who worked in the city beneath the pole lived. To live in those conditions, you better have insulation. Or some damn thick skin.
Maybe. Though the city shouldn't have been under the pole back then. It was nearby, not underneath. All the damn turmoil must have really fucked with the ice's structure. Only thing that's important, though, is you bringing those boxes back to me so I can make my baby cold weather resistant.
Fun times. Alright, at least that's everything here. Oh, great. Oh, wrong thing. That's what I wanted to do. Damn it. I didn't think that was gonna work, but what the hey, it was worth a pop. Punchy, punchy. So we have the information we need. Make the icebreaker. So I need to go up there for some reason. Can I actually... Can't manage my party in there anymore, can I? Annoying. Because I prefer to get Nisha back before I go for the meeting, but I can't be buggered to go all the way back down and then all the way back up and around. Typical.
Hey, over here. Please, I need to talk to you.
Make the icebreaker. That was easy. Okay, maybe there was an area to change a companion down in the fighting pit, so I'm gonna go down there and just see if they'll let me do that. They may not, you know, and I may waste time going across loading screens, but worth a pop, I reckon. Plus, I could probably become arena champion quickly and easily now. Nope. That's the other thing it needs. More places to swap around your companions. Especially when you're in, you know, areas like this. Because putting a companion swapping point back at the, you know, the shed would have actually been extremely useful. Oh well, I cannot be buggered to run all the way back there to change party and then run all the way back. You know, just in order to meet with the guy. So we're meeting with the guy with Scott in our party. Yay. Then we need to go back to that bloody dome to get all that insulation. Which we should have just nicked ages ago, but oh well. Oh dear, yawn. There we go. Yeah, there's nowhere down here that's going to let me change my party, so... Alrighty then, let's go have a chat. Hello, mysterious ally.
Hey, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes. Sorry we had to meet here. The source must have been difficult to get to, but I'm pleased to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise,
Yeah,
whoever the
this
hell
isn't
you are.
Exactly, homie. What can I do for you?
I've been informed about Colonel Victor's less wholesome activities and your role in revealing them. With the assembly in uproar, my group is trying to take a stance amidst the chaos.
So, charisma, misspelled. Talking about the political impact of Victor's scandals.
Colonel Victor's scandals and his methods have shocked the members of the congregation and the common people. Continuing support of the Colonel is political suicide. The trust between the people and their leaders must be restored for the good of abundance.
You may be young, but you are wise. Victor is in a precarious position, and if his head is on a stake, his allies will join him. Better to jump ship before the crash.
Yep.
I, for one, have never approved of his methods, but the results have always been effective. The winds are changing, momentum is shifting, and we must show our objection to his brutality.
Okay. There's also the corruption.
Corruption is rampant at every level of our corporation. but who can say no to serum?
Are you trying to bribe me?
No. Confirmed bribe attempt. No.
No, of course not. I was simply referring to the Colonel's buyouts of certain assembly members. This back scratching has been toxic for Abundance. For now, Victor roams unchecked.
I agree. Alone, I can do nothing but agree. Perhaps it is time to gather truly honest men to represent the people of our great corporation.
What's the bet you would have taken the bloody bribe?
Look around you. Do you see the people? They're scared, angry. Victor's incessant intrusion has violated the privacy of their lives, their relationships. They no longer feel free. All this whistleblowing has shattered our sense of community. No one trusts each other, and vendettas and misunderstandings alike send innocents to be imprisoned, tortured, or killed. The ASC's win. Colonel Victor won't stop until he pushes the people of Abundance to flee or fight, to the brink of revolution.
You're painting a very dark picture here. What you're saying could happen, I agree. Victor's playing with fire, and the flames grow with each passing day. We could lose everybody. Our workers, our scientists, our soldiers. And they will be turned into our worst enemy.
Our army's ranks are spread thin and filled with the Colonel's lackeys. If he wanted to seize power, declare martial law, Abundance wouldn't have the strength to repel him. And his unjustified arrests of our master Technomancers forced them to flee, adding to our enemy's advantage in skilled forces. Many of our soldiers have deserted, some unwilling to participate in Victor's madness. Others turned mad by his combat drugs.
Yes, we have seen the
We must
combat
stop
drugs, haven't
Victor
we?
Before it's too late.
Oh my. I did not realize Victor had taken things so far. This is grave news. You're right. We need to curtail the bleeding, so we can give our army a chance to rebuild.
I remember a time when Abundance was the crown jewel of Mars, the epitome of the best of doctors, technicians, scientists. But today, these bright minds are, oh, the horror, a travesty that Zachariah neglected to tell you about, the vilest scandal of all. My colleagues who don't run away are put away into re-education camps. Giant brainwashing centers. This spiteful man you call Colonel is persecuting our best.
Really? This is the first I've ever. If this is true, this is indeed a problem. Without our scientists, we'll soon lose our
And why the hell,
advantages over our rivals.
Yep, always blame it on the smart guy.
I'm the poster girl of abundance. This city, it's my home. So when I see what this piece of shit, human garbage Colonel Motherfucker has done to it, it makes me pretty pissed off.
She's not terribly subtle about it, but she's
I
right.
think I now understand why we didn't include a caption with the photo. You are quite persuasive. You have convinced me. I will go and try to do the same to my peers. Of course, even with unanimous focus and direction, it will take months to regain the trust of our people and rebuild the strength of our army.
Lifetime to build,
But most
10 seconds to
urgently,
destroy.
We must remove the man who started it all. An extraordinary meeting will take place in a few hours, and I have no doubt that it will end with good news.
Here's hoping.
No mercy for traitors! Treacherous scum!
Oh boy.
Bastard!
Cut out his tongue!
Bumbling fool! Throw him in with the music!
Didn't end well for him then.
Don't want trouble? Watch yourself.
How do they fall?
Don't want trouble? Watch yourself.
So we are now going back to the
Don't want
Lost
trouble?
Dome.
Watch yourself.
Okay. So yes, that... You know, I suspect we're not going to see the result of... I'm going to put that on 4, my traps on 7.
Trouble? Watch yourself.
Now, does that mean people are going to stop trying to kill me everywhere? More points in stealth, but points in exploration. More science, I think. Oh no, you guys are still attacking. Yeah, that attack's fun. Very little control during it, but hey. Get around behind him. Smack him into unconsciousness. Alrighty then. So, we now aim to get the hell out of here. Go back to the dome, build the last parts of the upgrade. So, has he actually been deposed then? Because this is the big problem with Spider's games. They try to tell big epic stories, yet their engine clearly doesn't actually have the resources to, render a proper, a giant assembly hall, for example. Because what it feels like that sequence should have been was an equivalent of the bit in Dragon Age, as in the first Dragon Age, where you go before the entire the Landsmeet. Took me a minute to remember what it was called. Where you go before the Landsmeet and you say, Loghain has done this and this and this, and he's clearly a bastard. And you get a bit of political back and forth, and various subquests and choices that you've made come into it, and eventually people agree with you or disagree with you, and then it all comes down to a punch-up, because of course it does. And that's where Loghain's actually questionably the bad guy, because everything Loghain has done is, he's done it for the right... He's done the wrong thing for the right reasons, to all intents and purposes. And does that make it the right thing? No. But it does... but it does mean that he's not just a flat-out villain. Which is good, because flat-out villains are less interesting. What's the cardinal rule for writing good villains? Just remember that everyone is the hero of their own story. Seriously, that's the rule when it comes to writing villains well. Their reasons don't have to be logical to you, but they have to make sense to the character themselves. And again, not even breaking a sweat in these combat sections. We're almost back to where we need to be. I am loving this spinny super attack, it's great. I mean, it's ridiculously elaborate and twirly, which, yeah, as I say, my quarterstaff knowledge is fairly limited, though I am planning to start learning. Because, let's face it, I've owned that quarterstaff for about a year now. I need to actually get round to... Actually, it's probably more than a year, because I bought it the last Spring Exchange. And we've had another Spring Exchange since I bought it. Scott, you are out. Nisha, you are in. And now we need to get going. Okay, so we need to go back to the Lost Dome. Pick up some insulation, and then we should be good to go. It does feel like we're getting near the end of Act 3 already. It feels like this is going to be the end of Act 3, and then Act 4 is going to take place entirely at the pole. Does anybody else get that feeling, or is it just me? Now, are there going to be goons here this time? Are we going to need thugs with anti-goon capability? Oh yeah, because the last time we were here, we had to beat up, was it Alan? Alan? Militiaman's boots. Or master's gloves. Bombity bombity bomb. Good lord, an area we've gone to where none of the enemies have respawned, making for tedious fights. Praise be. Now, is the cold weather gear actually gonna... Oh, Jesus. I'll freely admit, I do kind of like the fact you can actually tell that that was one sort of move. Yep. So that is a heavily mutated gorilla. I mean, if you... You know... And I do mean hell... Jesus. Criminy, that was close. Die, you little pest. You better give me some decent quality leather. Good. Okay, we have our insulating coating. Now we need to head back to the Mutant Valley. And I can't get through this door because I'd need another Technomancer with me, which is annoying. So I've got to go back around the other way.
Sean was right. Can't open this door without another Technomancer.
Which is really bizarre. As in, why would the original settlers build doors that require Technomancers to open, given that they didn't have any Technomancers? Or at least I'm assuming they didn't have any Technomancers, given what we know about where the Technomancers come from. I'll not loot this guy. Bombity bombity bomb. Still, we have everything we need. So I'm going to head back to the Mutant Valley and then I'll be ending this part. Yes, it feels like we're near the end of Act 3, which is kind of impressive given that, you know, it took... what, the best part of, you know, a full week's worth of Let's Plays to get Acts 1 and 2. And now we're, you know, pretty close to the end of Act 3. Or I assume we are, anyway. Admittedly, that would be part of the course of Spiders games. Their Act 2s do always seem to be a lot longer than their Act 3s. Yep. So yes, that to me seems like an excellent point to end this part, so I will say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.